The topic that my research paper on is fascist regiments' manipulation of archives, truth, and historical narrative in the Trump era of post-truth politics. The research questions I aim to answer in my paper are: how do historical contexts shape the nature and function of propaganda in Nazi Germany versus Trump's post-truth politics? In what way does the post-truth politics under President Trump reflect authoritarian tendencies seen in Nazi Germany? And in what ways does Trump's post-truth politics affect archives, truth, and historical narrative in comparison to Nazi Germany? The primary focus of my topic is an examination of the parallels between Nazi Germany's strategies of manipulating archives, truth, and historical narratives, and the contemporary theme of post-truth politics as shown by Trump's influence on American politics. This topic will investigate the impact of post-truth politics on the current political culture, as the shifts in the political climate are directly attributable to Trump's political strategies. The topic is explained by analyzing how the manipulation of archives facilitates control over a population and the implications this holds for America's future. The primary objective of this paper is to draw a comparison between fascism and post-truth politics by examining examples from Nazi Germany and the contemporary Trump era in the United States. While Nazi Germany and Mussolini's Italy are the most frequently cited instances of fascism in recent history, it has traditionally been challenging to associate these nations with the United States. The United States is often referred to as the land of the free, yet recent years have witnessed an unprecedented erosion of rights for numerous minority groups, all occurring under the administration of Donald Trump. Over the past decade, significant transformations have occurred in American history, particularly commencing in 2016, marking the onset of the Trump era, which fundamentally altered American politics. This period has been characterized by a surge in misinformation, the dissemination of blatant falsehoods by political figures, and an unparalleled allegiance to a single politician. This loyalty has intensified a politically charged atmosphere, resulting in the polarization of American citizens. The profound division among American citizens is a consequence of Trump's political strategies. Post-truth politics have emerged as a defining theme of Trump's presidency, typically characterized by public skepticism regarding the veracity of widely accepted facts with emotions, political beliefs, and repeated falsehoods supplanting factual information. These post-truth politics underscore the alarming ease with which a population can be persuaded to accept a politician's assertions as fact, reminiscent of the dynamics observed in historical fascist states, particularly Nazi Germany. The ability to shape public beliefs facilitates the manipulation of historical narratives. By distorting truth, one gains control over archives and the historical record of a given period. In conjunction with this exploration, this paper will examine how the new age of social media and politics is utilized to disseminate misinformation, enabling not only the control of a population, but also allowing politicians to propagate a fabricated ideological narrative to shape history according to their objectives. Additionally, it will explore how the recent deletion and revision of historical narrative archives will impact America's future and why such actions are characteristic of fascist states. In my exploration of the topic, I encountered numerous intriguing aspects. Although reflections on fascism are not new, I examined various perspectives which enabled me to acquire insights previously unknown to me. Social media is a relatively recent phenomenon that continues to evolve. Over the past decade, there has been a notable increase in political messaging on social media platforms and the manner in which individuals engage with them. The formation of distinct groups and the implementation of algorithms that predominantly display opinions aligning with one's own have contributed to the increase of echo chambers, thereby facilitating the rapid and widespread dissemination of misinformation. The utilization of social media by politicians has significantly influenced the dissemination of propaganda and the preservation of historical records. The capability to delete a web page instantaneously has facilitated the erasure revision of history, allowing politicians to manipulate narratives to suit their objectives. This phenomenon has been observed in recent months as the Trump administration has endeavored to dismantle diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. This effort has extended to the removal of historical records of minority figures from the White House website and threats to withhold funding from universities that do not eliminate their DEI initiatives. The ease with which politicians can erase historical records and propagate their own narratives is unprecedented. Additionally, I found that exploration of the rhetorical similarities between Adolf Hitler and Donald Trump to be particularly compelling. Although this was a difficult subject to investigate, it was astonishing to observe the striking resemblance between the rhetoric of the President of the United States and that of Hitler. For instance, Donald Trump stated, "It is a very sad thing for our country. It's poisoning the blood of our country. It's so bad, and people are coming in with disease. It's the blood of our country. What they're doing is destroying our country." Similarly, Hitler remarked, "All great civilization of the past became decadent because the originally creative race died out as a result of contamination of the blood. And so this poison was allowed to enter the national bloodstream and infect public life without the government taking any effectual measures to master the course of the disease." The striking similarity between these quotes is alarming, highlighting the gradual shift of the country towards a fascist state. Upon conducting research, I acquired new insights not only within our profession, but also among other scholars. Notably, there's a significant difference in the discourse surrounding Trump during his first term compared to his second. In the latter, there appears to be a heightened sense of fear articulated in the literature. The second term appears to be characterized by considerable turbulence, with daily developments often perceived negatively. The continuous flow of news from the White House facilitates ongoing research and emergence of new perspectives within the profession. Archivists in particular have assumed new responsibilities in the Trump era compared to his first term. Given the pervasive attacks on historical narratives and the manipulation of truth, archivists bear an increased social responsibility to preserve and protect archives, thereby preventing their loss to a leader perceived as attempting to inflict long-term damage on America. Additionally, recent research into digital fascism has provided further insights. In recent years, far-right groups have increasingly dominated social media platforms, transforming these applications into breeding grounds for dangerous far-right rhetoric and accelerating the spread of misinformation. Further research into digital fascism is essential to enhance our understanding of how fascism has evolved over the decades.